I want you to focus on three things, and they're just my rules of life. They're simply no lies, no excuses, and never quit. The first rule that I have is no lies. I didn't learn this by accident. I learned this on a very, very trying hard time. The day I was 12 and a half years old, I was standing in the back of the courtroom, and I heard my parents say to the judge and say to a bunch of strangers that they didn't want me, that they never wanted me, and that they could take me. From that day, I remember I walked out of the door, and the hot tears were like burning down my face. And I remember standing there wanting desperately for my pain to end. It was at that time that my now adoptive mom spun me around and said, "Hey, I know what happened to you. I heard what they said about you, and I know what they've been doing to you." She said, "I got to tell you something." The first thing she said is, "Tony, life is not fair." She goes, "For that, I'm so sorry. But I got good news for you." At this point, I was pretty ready for it. I'm like, "Okay, give it to me." She said, "Tony, life is not fair. So whether you are or are not those things, it's totally up to you from now on. No one else can't even say anything about it." And that changed my life because it changed my perspective. So I also need you to know at that same time, everything in my life became challenged. The clothes I wear, the food I like, the people that I hung around with, the way that I talk, the way that we dress, how we sleep, our traditions, everything instantly changes. So too when you have a disability. So the truth of that is it's not fair. And it's not fair. And that's what we get to do as adaptive instructors, as adaptive mentors, as adaptive ambassadors. We get to show them that life is not fair, but we get to say what the truth is.